Hello, my name is BJ Thompson, and I serve as the Director of Operations at Build a Better Us. For 17 years, I've worked with over 1,000 couples and singles to help them build both strong marriages, relationships, connections, and growth. From working with all these clients, I've seen this underlying thing that many expect things to change and grow without addressing the root cause. And oftentimes, when I talk with these couples, they simply isolate the symptoms of what's wrong without actually addressing the root issue. This reminds me of my own personal transformation journey. I finally hit the age where I couldn't simply rely on being young to stay in shape and to be healthy. The late night snacks, the missed gym dates, the long hours at work had finally taken a toll on my body. I remember stepping onto the scale and having a mini panic attack. I had gained more than 20 pounds in less than 6 to 12 months. Up until this point in my life, I was reasonably slim. I remember asking one day my wife, I said, "Babe, have I gained weight?" And she just kind of smiled and smirked. Regardless of what had happened, I knew that I needed to make a significant change. Luckily, I had grown up in a community of adversity, and so I wasn't a stranger to working hard and getting back in the gym. And so one day turned to two turned to 4 days consistently, and I began to see a little change in my growth. After doing that for a little while longer, I realized at a certain point that all of my growth had stopped. It felt like what I was doing, no matter how new it was, wasn't changing and I wasn't seeing growth. You can imagine the frustration that I started to experience with all of these new workouts and these new methods, and none of them seemed to be working for me. I felt like no matter how much weight I was lifting, I had an untransformed area of my life. I slid into a depression, and I began to see a plateau in my spiritual life, right? My singular focus on my physical health started having adverse impact on my mental and my spiritual health. I began to even see neglect with my clients and even in my family life. At some point, I stopped going to the gym entirely and told myself that until I pinpoint what was exactly wrong, I would not step a foot back into the gym. One day I remember driving, dropped my kids off at school, and I had my aha moment. It hit me that the change wasn't just at the outside, the change was on the inside. If I was going to see true transformation, my pace of internal change had to match my pace of external change. And that's when I realized that it wasn't just the part of me that needed to change, it was the whole of me. I needed a total transformation, not a small modification. Physical appearance was only half of the truth, but total transformation was the full picture. I started asking myself what areas of my life were lacking. And from there, I began to create a plan of attack. The next day I woke up and went to the gym, but with a new air of confidence, right? Once I realized what I was doing wrong, I immediately saw dramatic transformation in my mind and in my soul and in my body. You see, the key was developing not just the part of me, but the whole of me. And to this day, I practice these principles in order to see retention, growth, and transformation. And I know that practicing this holistic approach to health, it can be difficult, but it's worth every second of it. And it's these very principles and applications that I would like for you to integrate into your life with me. Anyone can become a transformed version of themselves. I'm committed to helping you become a better you so that we can become a better us. Let's grow.